All right, so today is the day. A lot of you might care for this. A lot of you might not. Just wanted to share this with you. Shift Up has went and made their statement. I've been saying this for a few days now. Seeing the stock price and everything a little bit more down, they would definitely make an announcement that was more towards their new IP. They've officially went and updated their site, revealing the new IP, officially confirming it fully in production, officially confirming other main things about the game coming soon from Nikke, from Shift Up, right? Spiritual successor, the successor of Nikke. They considered it in previous interviews and such. Curious on how this goes, but as always, today we're going to talk about that. So, new to the channel, like and subscribe. It does help a ton. Thank you for the support and everything. Let's jump into things here, and let me show you what they're cooking up when it comes to Goddess of Victory. Nikke, successor, thing, they said. I don't know. So first things first, this is the Shift Up corporate site. They have officially updated their entire site here. This updated a few hours ago. Again, it came out when the revenue report came out, right? Numbers weren't that hot in the stock market and everything for Shift Up and such. Publicly traded, by the way. They have to watch these things. So with all that news coming out, they said, okay, we got to drop. So they dropped the information now of their new IP, officially confirming, creating the buzz, creating the hype up, creating the social awareness of it. So over here we have Stellar Blade, the original, all right, work that they have. They then over here have Goddess of Victory Nikke, correct? Our second, I think their second project or whatever. Their other project, their first project was Destiny Child, and now officially their new work in progress over here, officially called and titled Project Spirits. So they abandoned the name Project Witches. It's now Project Spirits. So that's a new change there that we've just gotten, by the way, over here it translates, I hope. Okay, there we go. Perfect. It is a subculture cross-platform title that represents Eastern fantasy as a new flagship project of Shift Up. New IP introduced after Stellar Blade and Nikke, based on the IP production capabilities demonstrated by Shift Up through the project. It is being developed as a top-class quality game in the industry. And over here we have our first ever image of it, which I have a better image for you to show you because I know you want to see that. It is going to be mimicking their fan service idea. That's not going to be a thing that I guess Shift Up will stray away from, except when it's Nikke, right? Kidding around. Over here we have the new careers page. I'm joking, by the way. Calm down. All right. Some of our updates have been a little bit less, but they're gonna cook when they want to. Over here, they have officially opened up job listings. They want you to, for those that obviously want to be a part of it, they now have opened this over here, pretty much. Designer, artist. These are positions that they want filled in. This is again for Project Spirits, a new project, right, from Nikke. So they're officially recruiting for it and getting people onto it so that they can release a good game, basically speaking, right? Over here we have the other information, which is this over here. So Shift Up's next project is Project Spirits, formerly known as Project Witches. Over here is the full image, which again you can definitely smell. Oh my god, it zoomed in. It's very high quality, by the way. You can definitely smell the fan service. I think that it's pretty easy to see that. We have two characters over here. Whether or not these are the main characters, we don't know. Whether or not there's much known about this. Mainly it is just, again, first listing, first hype up, first acknowledgement of the IP, building the brand as it is, being Project Spirits, and whatever comes from this point onwards, it's a lot of changes that can occur, designs and everything. It does scream to me more Destiny Child than it does Nikke. I definitely see that being the case over here. These look like characters straight out of Destiny Child versus, again, straight out of Nikke, so they're definitely going to that design aspect that they once had, which, again, I don't think they've kept, most of the, art style of Destiny Child in Nikke. You see a lot of the similar like clothings and designs, but you don't see the art style, right? The art style is a bit different, has a bit of a difference there, but again, looks super cool for what it is. Project Spirits over here, Shift Up Studio. It says Studio Spirits, which they have another sub studio now, which is Studio Spirits. I did not know that, but a new sub studio is working on this over here, so that's there. But Shift Up has renamed Project Witches to Project Spirits and provided a first look at the characters. New flagship cross-platform title with an Eastern fantasy theme. Top quality new IP after Stellar Blade and Nikke. Again, I've been reading into some of the KR things. It looks like they've already confirmed this is cross-platform. They've already confirmed this is a mobile gacha. They've already confirmed that it's a console release as well. So remember, Nikke still till date has not gotten its console release. Don't know if that's ever going to be a plan for them. They've gotten their CN port, but is a console release a plan that they have? We don't know. As you know that Stellar Blade is on console. As you know that Honkai, Genshin, Zenless, these big name games, I think Wuthering Waves, right? It's already reached console, I think, a little bit ago. So now it looks like this over here as well is going to be debuting and premiering on console as well. A very, very big thing over there for Shift Up, getting their first gacha out there. Stellar Blade not being a gacha. So big things for that. Will Nikke ever see the light of day when it comes to a console release? I don't know. Would be super cool to open this game up to even more, right, fans and more people to enjoy on the global side, right? We'll see if that's ever a plan for them. But we have an article over here. Shift Up's Project Witches becomes Project Spirits, now recruiting development staff. Shift Up has revealed that its upcoming cross-platform title, previously codenamed Project Witches, will now be known as Project Spirits. The studio describes the game as a subculture title. For those wondering what this means, anime, right? They call that for Korea, they call that subculture. So like anime, games, comics, that's like kind of what subculture is. Title that embraces the theme of Eastern fantasy with a global release plan for 2027. And yes, there was rumbling saying that they may not be 2027, be late 2027 into early 2028. Still no confirmation on that. They did say that they plan to fully release and announce things starting in second quarter over here in 2025. So that was true. Will that hold true? Who knows? Project Witches is Shift Up's new flagship project, a subculture cross-platform title that embraces the concept of Eastern fantasy. Read the game description over on the website. We talked about it. New intellectual property following Stellblade and Nikke. Currently development as a top-tier quality game for the industry, building on Shift Up's proven track record and expertise in intellectual property creation demonstrated through previous projects. They've posted job listings for several roles, including background artist, battle planner, character artist, lead content planner, level designer, monster artist, pre-visualization artist, and screenwriter. Among the qualifications and proficiency in Unreal Engine 5, which is, again, a lot of games shifting towards that, experiences in planning Japanese RPGs or anime-style games and creating open-world environments, large maps, and dungeons. This is going to be a Genshin-style game. It's going to be like that, right? Wuthering Waves, things like that. It's going to be a hack and slash, most likely. Maybe a loot and shoot. Who knows? Genshin-style. Curious if that's what they go with. But you definitely see one of the weapon types right there, sword automatically. So it is going to be like Genshin. They already kind of said that with their original statement. It looks like it's a Genshin type game. But here's the artwork. We already talked about the artwork. Again, looking super, super cool. Project Spirits. And that's, again, from Shift Up. So altogether, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if it's hyped. Let me know if you care. Let me know if you don't care. But yes, they are fully focusing on this, and this is their new bread and butter. Stellblade was a massive success for them, so they obviously will find another massive success. The only thing is, 2027, is that too late in the game? That's like the question that I have. They are still producing so many different games and so many different things that are Genshin-esque, right? There was 3 new games that got announced over here super recently, and they're insane. And you still have that GTA, right? A gacha that was still planned. You still have Nata or whatever the hell that name is. I don't even know what happened to that thing. But there's so many gachas planned before this and then. I wonder if it's gonna be milked dead to the point where a Genshin style game or a Hoyoverse or whatever, right? WoW style game, if that's gonna be milk dry to the point where Project Spirits can't even have any market. Who knows? But fan service always finds its market, all right? So, curious on how this goes, but for now, that's the plan. Do you think it's going to be something? Do you think it's going to be mid? Let me know what you think down below. And I've seen this being pushed around the community. This is AI made. Can't be, right? This is just their Destiny Child style, and that's how it was always, unless Destiny Child was all AI. Who knows, right? No, it wasn't, so don't say that. Pretty sure it isn't, but I don't know. I just saw it being said a lot. I don't think it is, right? Obviously speaking, so yeah. Take care, have fun.